When you were young, recall the dream of battlefield with a magic ring, out for revenge. Now his master's dead.
Hello and welcome back to Dungeon Majesty. Last time we were in an intrepid gargoyle battle. Evil monster, built of stone, intertwined with magic. The ladies were fighting fair with the creature. It was inflicting some wounds on them. They were battling as hard as they could against it. Now it's Latai's turn. What shall you do?
Well, I'm going to throw a couple magic missiles at him.
Alright, roll for damage. It freezes like the Kraken from Clash of the Titans and crackles into parts and shatters on the floor. So what are you guys going to do now? You're in a marble gallery full of
Well,
statues.
do you guys remember that that other hallway? I think we should go check out what's down there, back through the treasure room and,
Okay,
and
awesome.
everything.
So you're going to go back through the trapped room. Are
Let's
you guys
run.
Let's run through that.
Yeah.
You run through the trapped room. All you have is one last place you haven't been to. The corridor to the east, past the great doors.
Well, let's go.
Green light on piles of bones assaults your vision. Death lingers in this chamber. You can't count how many unfortunate souls were the victims of Kalmox the Evil.
I would like to take the one intact skeleton and cast Animate Dead on it.
Looking through the pile of bones, you see one skeleton that seems mainly intact except for a couple finger bones here and there. Cast your spell. All of a sudden, this inanimate skeletal corpse just goes like clickety-clack, clickety-clack. And it just like stands there like looking at you like it's waiting for you to tell it what to do.
I'd like to name him Boney M, and I want him to always follow me
All right.
for the rest of the battle and attack anything that might want to
Do
attack
harm.
me.
Okay, so you guys hear a scraping noise coming from the corridor.
Well, I guess I'm gonna crunch my way through the bones
All right.
over to the door, or
Okay.
to the entrance of the corridor.
Okay.
See what I can see.
You find lots of shattered bones, powdered bones, full skeletons, half skeletons, skulls upon skulls. Just death lingers in this chamber.
Well, I'm gonna follow
Yeah,
close
you-
behind Shakuna,
help me out.
holding my holy symbol.
This 5-foot wide corridor extends 70 feet into the distance. Lined with countless heaps of human bones, you are greeted by 5 of the undead skeletons here. As you peer into the corridor, they like look at you and their eyes glow red and they start to approach.
I've got my club
All right.
ready.
All
to
right.
break some bones.
Awesome. You're not going with the sword, you're going with the
Yeah,
cudgel.
well, I need a smashing weapon,
All
not
right,
a
bludgeoning
piercing.
works. Bludgeoning works better on undead than a bladed weapon would because it smashes them instead of slashing. There's no flesh to slash. Radical. A Mystica, what are you gonna do?
Going to step into the corridor,
All right.
and I'm going to try to rebuke some of the undead that are approaching
Okay.
me.
All of a sudden, all the skeletons approaching you go. They turn away from you, and they all kind of like start moving down the corridor towards the end. You've successfully rebuked those undead. What are you gonna do, Shakima? It's your turn.
Well, I think I'll move up to where Mystica is and just be ready.
Okay. Let's see. Latiza Devastina, roll for initiative, please.
15.
15. All right.
19.
19. All right, Latiza, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
It's my turn. I
Yeah.
don't have anything bludgeoning. Does anyone have a bludgeoning weapon they can lend me?
You can hit it on top. You can hit it
I can
with
hit it
your
with the
sword.
I can give it a good
They're,
whack.
they're really easy to kill,
Okay.
especially since they're cowering in fear.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're not paying
Okay,
attention.
cool.
Yeah, just whack, don't stab.
Okay, well, I'm going to pull out my masterwork short sword, and are there any around me? I'm at the rear of the party.
You're gonna have to spend. They're about almost 70 feet away from you, so you're gonna have to move quite a distance to get to them this turn.
I don't even
You can
think I
move down into the
use them.
corridor. You can spend your whole turn moving down to get to them, but you won't be able to attack.
Okay, I'll just move down towards them then.
Okay. Okay, you're right near the most rear, the closest skeletons to you.
Do I see anything new that no one else saw?
Looking at the this sepulcher in this nook, it's like a tower of bones. It looks, it's kind of amazing the craftsmanship that went into it, but it's basically just a tower of skulls and like femurs built into this like miniature ziggurat, and inside the skulls are these pulsating green emeralds, and this like almost like a pulse of radiation keeps coming out of it. Devastina, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'll go up. I don't like it one bit, but I'll move up and help out Latiza with my axe.
Awesome.
She
Okay,
needs
so you spend your whole turn moving too.
Yeah.
It is Mystica's turn again.
Actually, I'm going to send Boney M over to attack one of the skeletons.
Bashes into the skeleton. Its arm falls off. Its rib cage cracks, but it just kind of, and all of a sudden it turns around and like comes back at him. So you ladies approach down the corridor, ready to do radical battle with these things. Now it's the skeleton's turns. The other ones, they keep moving towards the end of the corridor, except for the one that Boney M attacked. It swings around and slashes at it with a chipped short sword. Let's see. It rolled an 11. Boney M's AC should be 15, so it misses. Slash your sword into it in a slashing in a smashing motion, not a stabbing or a slashing motion. You crush the thing and it shatters and it kind of falls to the floor. Its legs are kind of still together with its pelvic bone. It kind of kicks, but it can't really get up. So you've demolished one of the 5. So Devastina.
I'm gonna cleave those two.
Well, you have to attack first.
Okay.
Okay, so give him a big ol'.
I'm giving a heads up.
Cleave is when if you slay a creature in a hit, you get to take a swipe at the next one. You cleave your way through those bastards. You guys notice that within the corridor, as you drop that last skeleton, like tons of bones, not just like 5, but like lots of these like bones are starting to like move, and like a femur and a pelvic bone just went.
Disgusting.
Disgust you. All the while, this pulsating energy comes from this far nook that you guys are about 10 feet away from.
I'd like to check out that nook.
All right, you push past. You see that little ziggurat of skulls and femurs and emeralds, and it's pulsating, and they're grinning at you. And you just feel a vile energy coming from it.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my symbol up again, my religious symbol.
All right, are you gonna try to
I'm gonna
rebuke
try and
them?
rebuke them again.
Come on, what are you
I'm
gonna
gonna go up to that evil sepulcher of skulls and femurs with emerald eyes, and I'm gonna try and pull, because I heard something that Latiza said about trying to get the eyes out. So I'm gonna
Right.
go and try and pull one of the eyes out of one
Okay.
of the emeralds.
Awesome. So you're gonna dig in with like a dagger or something?
Yeah, I have a little dagger. I'll dig in there and try and yank it out.
Okay. Give me a fortitude save.
Okay. 17 plus 5, 22.
22. As you dig your dagger in, a really strong, super almost white, greenish blast of white light pops out at you. It feels like it goes through your body. And it's like,
Oh no.
it's evil. And all of a
Evil.
sudden, 2 skeletons rise up right behind you.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately for you, that Mystica is facing them. Are you ready to rebuke them?
Yes.
All right, you turn the undead. They start walking away from you. They start moving back to where the other undead were moving, toward the end of the corridor. All right, Shakuna, what are you gonna do?
All right, well, I have a bad feeling about that sepulcher and the fact that more skeletons rose when I hit it. So I'm going to cast Bull's Strength on myself because I need more strength to bludgeon
Okay.
skeletons.
Devastina, what are you gonna do?
I might have to go berserk and try and hit it.
Get a big green pulse of light. All the ladies go, ah, but they doesn't hurt them much. For you though, let's see. Oh shoot! Take 5 points of damage.
I don't even feel it.
Necromantic energies, you never know. Mystica, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go and cast Cure Light Wounds on the closest skeleton.
When you cast Cure Light Wounds on an undead creature, it damages it because you're curing something. They're dead. Positive versus negative. Solidarity is the constant. You know what I mean. So you damage the thing. Thing goes and it falls apart into a heap of bones that are a lot more shiny and white. Latiza.
I think it's really important to smash it to bits. That's
Cool.
my interpretation. So I'm going to hit it with magic missiles.
You can't cast magic missiles in an inanimate object.
True. Busted again. Okay, so I'm going to, it's kind of dumb, but I'll shoot at it with a heavy crossbow.
As it bounces off, green light. Everybody make a fortitude save. Devastina and Shakunala take 12 points of damage.
No.
As the green light floods through your body, you feel the screams of 1,000 Bane. Devastina, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna rage.
You're gonna rage on him. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go at it with my club. So hopefully I'll be able to do some more damage because of my extra strength.
You all hear a crickly clack. And you see, looking up the corridor, you see there's more skeletons that seem to have animated during this little battle with a little tiny ziggurat shambling down towards you. All right, guys.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna try and hit it with my heavy mace.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. break off a top chunk of it. It's hollow. It's like screaming. It's like all these like wind starts coming out. It's like green energy. It's not cool, man. One more pulse of damage is coming out. Right, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. There's about 15 of them now encroaching on your position.
I still have my.
15 skeletons.
Okay.
They've been raising every time you knock that thing. Devastina.
Okay, well, that negativity is just feeding my rage, so I'm gonna keep.
Show them the Sky Pony plan. Break that wailing, hollow thing in half. Shatters.
It shatters.
One final burst of like light flies from it. A bunch of like wailing, ghostly skulls fly past you and out the corridor. Everybody give me a fortitude. It shatters.
18.
18, there you go.
15.
16.
16.
2.
2. Oh no. Our sorceress takes damage.
I have 4 hit points left.
A fever of sickly pallor overcomes you. That last wave that came out, all the other skeletons kind of like shattered.
Can I crawl over and get one of those emeralds?
You always have
isn't it-
treasure on your mind.
Isn't it a
crawl
negative number?
I know you're almost dead. You're just like, I don't need
Jewels.
treasure. Jewels.
Emeralds are one of my favorites.
Life be damned, I want jewels. Jewels.
Don't be evil.
All right, in the rubble of the ziggurat, you crawl over,
charmed.
all scratched up and bloody and green, and there's a big fat jewel sitting like in a shattered skull.
Okay, I pick that up.
As you pick it up, it pops like a bubble in your hand. I'm sorry. You wouldn't want an evil green ziggurat
Yeah.
gem anyway.
Even though I'm laughing at her for going after the emerald in her weakened state, I'm gonna run up to her and I'm gonna cast Cure Critical Wounds on her.
Radical.
Because maybe she'll get some sense back.
Mount Odorous door stands silently across from you. It creaks on its hinges, revealing a small chamber. Strewn about the floor are the ancient remains of 4 corpses, dressed in the livery of the Kingdom of Dartmoor. Their remains not completely whole, as if they were hacked down. Yeah. Oh God, what happened to them?
Can we search around this?
Yeah, there's corpses, there's dust, and there's brick walls and ceilings. Searching through these corpsely remains, you find a leather satchel. And I don't know how it does it, but in D&D, all of a sudden you can know that it's 60 gold coins. You notice that one of the corpses is grasping something tight, and it's not undead, but it's dead, skeletal, cold, dead hands.
I'm gonna pry his fingers open and get it out.
As soon as you take the key from the hands of the fallen quester, you notice a huddled figure in the corner. But before you can say anything, it grows in size and begins to spill an angry red glow into the room.
Fools that wish to seek me meet ends unfortunate.
The figure rises to the full height of a man, a wizened man whose fiery glare glowers upon you. His gaunt features remind you of the skeletal remains at his feet.
You have the key? Well done. If you wish to use it, then I assume you seek death.
Just as the apparition appeared, so suddenly was it gone. The room is now cold and dark.
I was walking a dungeon with my best friend. We were set by couples, so we fought them. After they died, we took their stuff. We got experience, but it wasn't enough.
For your own safety, have it known that the previous D&D events used the current 3.5 rules as guidelines, not law, as put forth by Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson, our founding fathers of fantasy.